This epic is a story written, of course, a lot of myth and truth inside. But the story is very simple. Okay? Two group, they actually, the parenthood is the same, but two different, like families.
Okay.
Okay? One is called the Pandavas,
Okay.
Pandava group.
Okay.
Pandava means got five brothers.
Okay.
Arjuna and son, all the five. And the leader in that story, Lord Krishna.
Okay, wait, but they came from where? Who's the parents?
Their parent, one king, Sasra, the king.
Okay, okay, right, okay, got you.
So then there's another group called the Kauravas. Pandavas, Kauravas.
Okay, but they all came from the same parent.
Same,
Right.
but your own relatives, I mean,
Right.
two groups.
Same lineage.
And this group, the leader was Karnan.
Okay.
Karnan. Here the leader,
Krishna.
Krishna. The follower, Arjuna. So the 18 chapters of the Mahabharata, which got many chapters, is the Bhagavad-Gita. And that 18 chapters is the dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna.
Oh, okay.
Because Arjuna is leading the fight.
Okay, and Krishna?
Krishna is like his guide, telling him what to do and all that.
Okay.
Karnan, he is very funny. Apparently his mother, the sun god, is the father.
Oh.
And this name is Kunti Devi, I think. So she, apparently, according to the story, sun god only, and this lady.
Oh, some Jesus like that lah. Right.
Surya Bhagavan came and said.
Joseph were married
So,
like lah. Okay.
In that story, the Kauravas, the Karnan, because his father was a Mistri, he was like a mixed race of the Aryan and the non-Aryan.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't know who Karnan's father and all, they don't know which race, so he's a mix.
Okay.
Whereas Pandavas, pure Aryans.
Okay. Got you.
So it is actually the fight between the pure Aryans and the mixed Aryans.
Right.
What was the plot? The plot is to prove the pure Aryans are always superior.
Oh, okay. Right.
Okay?
Right.
So finally what happens? Kauravas lose. Karna is killed.
Oh, by who?
Arjuna and...
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's actually a war between them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Right.
whole story is a war.
Right. Okay. Got you.
That is why I don't like the book. Instead of talking peace, they talk of war. And war between the pure and the mix.
Oh.
So what it comes? It's a racial thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. It's like they try to put it in people's heads.
Yes, that
like,
the Aryans are pure, they are superior and all that.
But this can be based on facts, right?
Yeah.
And there could possibly actually be a war.
Yeah, because there were the Aryans and the non-Aryans and the mix.
So in a way, they're just telling the story. They're not really manipulating the people. They're actually telling the story.
That story, because it includes Bhagavad-Gita, a lot of, all the yogas, all there, it has become a religious book also. But at the same time, you look at the other side, it is a story telling if you're pure Aryan only, you're superior.
So would you say whoever wrote the Bhagavad-Gita or the Mahabharata, pretty much the whole book, has infused racial kind of tension in between religious scriptures?
Aryan superiors.
But to justify it, I mean, at that time, we were not that intelligent, right? So, like, you know, war and like race is always the question.
That is why I always say, because it is fighting, and if you see the dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna, while it's a battlefield, okay, two families, Gaurava, relatives, and Arjuna has to kill his own relative. So when he wants to kill, suddenly he feels he is doing something wrong.
Right.
No? He feels in despair. He said, "Ayo, how can I'm killing my own kith and kin and brothers and all that." That's the time Krishna will come and tell him, it's your duty. When it is your duty, you don't care about who, your enemies, your relatives, or kill. I didn't like that part.
Who wrote the Mahabharata?
This is old, I can check. Whoever wrote, let's worry about the story.
I mean,
definitely it is Aryans.
I mean, they depicted it as Krishna giving you an instruction
to kill your own
to, in a way, go against your will.
Using the excuse is a duty. I don't agree to. Maybe that time I don't know. Now, no such thing.
I mean, Krishna is a prophet.
Yeah.
But in as okay, let's say as a human being, especially as a layman, to understand that prophets cannot kill, prophets are not supposed to kill.
By right. He is giving instruction to kill.
But we also have to understand, like the chakras, they are at like the low basic level, acha.
Maybe.
So killing is probably like their thing.
Accepted.
Yeah, because spirituality
Yes,
haven't reached.
Correct, you're right. But still bad, lah.
We cannot take a story from 5,000 years ago and put it in the scope of 21st century.
Right.
In a way also.
That's why I say maybe that time it was there. Like quite normal to kill so-called enemies.
But it kind of questions the existence of prophets. Like prophets also evolve.
Possible. But actually the whole thing started from some kind of gamble about land and all that. So they lost and then they won't fight and about the land. That's the story. You read, I don't tell the detail. But my point is,
Right.
it is a kind of racial thing and killing. Maybe that time killing was different story.
Right.
Now you ask us to follow that.
Right.
So that part of teaching is not more applicable now.
Acha, we were hunter-gatherers at one point. We had spears, bows.
Exactly.
Blood is like everywhere.
Yeah. Killing was not nothing.
Now we haven't seen blood for
We
days.
cannot do that now. So many of the important teaching in the Gita, kill, all, double pakai. I have to do now. Cannot be
Definitely, it was an operating service of year 5,000, like 5,000 years ago.
So in my debates, and I say cannot. Maybe that time, not now. The teaching is not applicable for now.
But it takes a very spiritual person to actually understand this.
Yeah.
Because, if I read the Mahabharata today, I might take a sword and go kill someone. You get what I'm saying? The understanding?
So that's a different time and condition. But what I'm talking is, it's race. So because of the race, there's division, there's killing. That's the plot. So everybody read Mahabharata will condemn the non-Aryans. Mix.
Right.
The Kauravas were mixed.
Right.
And I don't know how they created sun god creating him and all that. This one must be some when kind of created myth or what. Where got sun god coming and
Which also questions the existence of Jesus, like,
Yeah.
Joseph, Mary
Right.
being pregnant.
Correct.
What do you think that actually was a child?
That's a different story. Jesus
Okay, let's
did not have
detour a bit and go to
do you know
Christianity.
do you know the issues around that?
No, I actually,
I haven't told you.
No.
So
Yeah, we do it, then we come back to this.
we'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you later. Now, like Mahabharata, you know already the plot. Aryan superiority.